r/AskReddit, what do you love about America? The people are awesome, friendly, and welcoming. Don't get your perceptions of American culture from social media. Get it from actually interacting in person with people. Americans are awesome. I love American landscapes. I love that in California I can ski in the mountains and then drive a few hours and be in the middle of a desert and drive a few more hours and enjoy the ocean. Might not be true everywhere, but I can pretty much do whatever I want whenever I want as long as I'm not bothering other people. And the millions of acres or public land I can access. Having lived in a few different countries, the things I miss most about home are diversity in all senses of the word. People, cultures, geography, climate, etc. There's just no other country that can compare to the breadth of our diversity. Optimism. Having lived in France and the UK, I really miss the optimism and general openness that Americans possess. It can feel a bit lonely in cultures that tend to be more reserved, bordering on pessimistic. High salaries. While I absolutely love having a real social safety net here in Europe, I do miss having the much higher disposable income to spend as I'd like. Good Mexican food. We enjoy so many freedoms that other countries could only dream of. You are free to be openly gay in most of America, for example. In Ghana, gay people are burned alive by a mob or put in jail. People like to complain about America, but people are being macheted to death elsewhere for being gay. Grilled cheese. The entertainment. American film, television, and music is pretty damn good, and we've been doing it good for a very long time now. As a European, I like that Americans are more chill and quite open compared to Europeans. Our spirit of innovation. My father immigrated from Mexico, applied for citizenship, got a job, invested in real estate, and is currently at a net worth of $4.2 combined with all assets 40 years later, tells you all you need to know about the land of opportunity. Had an amazing childhood thanks to him, and is almost possible for all willing to work for it and be smart with finances. If you're into sports, you owe it to yourself to attend a major college football game. Really unique atmosphere, from the hours of pre-gaming/tailgating to the pageantry on campus, the homecoming boys are back in town feel, the marching bands, student sections, 100,000 plus seat stadiums. It's one of a kind. I'm Canadian, and browsing the variety of food in American grocery stores is one of my fave things to do there. It's incredible. The food. I absolutely love going to a city and there being restaurants from so many different cultures. The national parks. America has a network of national parks that rivals anything anywhere else. The fact that I can drive across the country and it looks completely different. I love our landscapes, both for their diversity and their grandeur. I would honestly advise a visiting foreigner to check out our national parks in Utah, Arizona, Wyoming, Alaska, and California before visiting a city. You can see sights anywhere, but our western landscapes are unique and breathtaking. I love how ambitious we are. Yes, we can be arrogant and self-absorbed, but when we put our minds to improbable tasks we get them done, from going to the moon to leading the defeat of the Axis to developing the best COVID vaccines faster than anyone could have expected. I love how innovative we are. Our list of inventions and ingenuities is endless. I love how diverse we are, in race, ethnicity, national origin, religion, and culture. I love how charitable we are, both at home and abroad. I love how passionate we are about human rights and democracy throughout the world, despite our many setbacks, mistakes, and even grave moral and strategic failures as we try to make universal human rights and freedom a reality. Yes, we get a lot wrong on the international stage. We have a lot of domestic shortcomings, from our healthcare system to our gun violence epidemic. But we have a lot to be proud of, and I think it's just fine to celebrate that from time to time. I've literally lived in every region and I love the extreme diversity around the US. Mountains, deserts, hill country, hot climates, cold etc. You can live in the city, suburbs by the ocean etc. Freedom. I've moved 13 times for work and literally love it all except hot, desert climate of Phoenix or extreme humidity of the south. I'm happy to eventually retire in the Midwest with 4 seasons and easy access to just about everywhere. God bless America, for reals. This country is amazing, not perfect, but amazing. The real American dream is still alive and well, despite best efforts to kill it. You are not limited by your birth as to what you can achieve. The whole point of America is that you are as successful as you want to be, and as successful as how hard you want to work. There is no caste system, there is no royalty who are owed something simply because of their lineage. You put in the work, you put in the effort, you will reap the rewards of that effort. Are there people who are born with better opportunities? Sure, but they spoil it just as often as they make something with it. Public restrooms and water fountains everywhere. I do wish the stalls were more private in most places, but you never have to worry about suddenly needing to go and not have any change to pay for a disgusting and dirty bathroom. Most restrooms anywhere I've been in the US are at least moderately clean. I've been in nasty ones, but there's always another, cleaner option nearby. But almost all public toilets I went to in my limited experience outside the country, Hermosillo, Mexico, London, Paris, Amsterdam, were disgusting and not kept up, if you could even find them. And you had to pay to go in the ones in London. Also, I felt so dehydrated in Europe cause they don't have water fountains everywhere like we do here, haha, but it also meant I had to pee less, so, trade off? The Second Amendment. The houses aren't 500-year-old pieces of shit. Instead of the typical anti-American diatribe, I'd ask what positive things Reddit loves about America. Hands down, the best country for big, stupid, over-the-top things. I was on a road trip through the South. Getting gas, police started shutting down the intersections, and all the people came outside to watch. Then a convoy of buses drove by. I lost count, just bus after bus. I asked the attendant what was going on, and he pointed to the lights in the distance. Football game tonight, that's where they're going. All of these are for a college football game. Haha, no. High school. Those first 10 buses were just for the band. Crazy to see in person, and so cool. I felt like Stephen Fry from that clip where he was just amazed and the grandiose display. Buying guns. Freedom, opportunity, diverse terrain. It's a pretty nice place to live when compared to most of the rest of the world. Sure, it's not perfect, but we tend to improve over time. We have every right to talk shit about all sorts of things. How powerful the passport is. I was traveling with family, including an aunt who is Thai, and it was a weird feeling to see her take longer in customs, in Japan. To be honest, the fact that states don't have to agree. Don't like Nebraska? Give Tennessee a shot. How about Texas? Or Idaho? You got 3 West Coast and 14 on the east, not to mention the Mississippi River and the Great Lakes. Do you like guns? There's states that let you carry them around no problem or almost not at all. Do you prefer the death penalty in your state? You like skyscrapers or barns? Do you want to have the most advanced rockets flying within view of your condo, or do you want to drive your tractor to the state fair? Not to mention, they practically pay people to live in Alaska if you're in a desperate situation. My whole life has been here, almost everyone I love is here. I love every city I've lived in, and when I lived in boring places, there were things to treasure about those states. I'm a Californian, and I love Los Angeles. I love the greater LA area. I love the camping, the beach, the movies, the museums, the food, and the relentless you-do-you-ness of it all. I love the sky here. I loved coming from DC. I loved how beautiful and small the city was, that it was Chocolate City, that most of my family history was there. I love being a Marylanda by proxy via my mom. I love the blue crabs, I love the fact that it's both country and a blue state. I love all the green when you're driving around. I loved Boston. I loved being in college up there, the other schools, the access to history, the walkability. I loved growing up in Connecticut, because I grew up in a small town with small town life and felt utterly free. I love the national parks, the state parks, and lots of local parks. I love the geographic diversity. I love that even in my late 20s, I was floored when I saw the giant mesas in the Southwest for the first time. I love the cultural diversity. It feels like there's a lifetime of experience to see and discover just in this one country. I love more of my countrymen than those I dislike. I am older and less willing to tolerate bullshit, and I think the last 8 to 10 years have told people they can behave in a regressive way, but where I live and run, I think people are mostly decent, fair, and friendly. I love how easy it can be to make friends. Those are the first things that come to mind. I love the fact that I have rights I can justifiably defend, even if our justice system doesn't recognize that I have those rights. Truth, justice, and the American way. The right to vote. The wilderness. I love being able to escape into the woods and being completely inaccessible. Out of range of cell towers, away from work, and home. Just myself and the forest. Miami. If there was anything I wanted to do in life, I was only limited because of my own abilities/willpower. This may not be the case for everyone in the U.S., but it is for the majority. 99% of the things I complain about in my life are because of decisions I made in life. Yes, some things are easier to obtain for certain people. Beautiful ladies and different types of food. Big guns and big cars. Some great movies. I'm free. The health insurance. No wait. I'm allowed to kill someone that tries to kill me. Unlike in a communist country, you're gonna get killed or sent to prison. Canadian here, and I love going to the USA. The people are so kind and welcoming, and the customer service is always amazing. Oh, and Trader Joe's. Grinning face. Lots of outdoor marvels and activities to participate in. It's a melting pot, and so there's lot of amazing food from all over the world to be had, and many times they fuse to make new creations. The Americans with Disabilities Act. It was passed in 1990 to give people with disabilities equal access to jobs and services, but it has a dramatic impact on the entire population. Store aisles are wide. Office spaces have lots of extra room. Sidewalks are smooth with ramps leading down to the street. Elevators and ramps are everywhere. You don't realize how easy it is to move around most places, even as an able-bodied person, until you go to a place without the regulations. There's good food everywhere, and I like doing random things whenever in the largest and most beautiful wilderness in the world without having to present a million licenses. There are no cats in America. The amount of video content you pump out. You lot seem to capture everything with phones, home cameras and police. The diversity of people and landscapes. Whatever you want to call the Mexican food in the Southwest. Delicious but not authentic by any means. The high quality and income of the middle class. The big houses, the big cars that can drive us to our 100k miles of coastlines and our 70k mountains. The culture, sports, entertainment, and food are amazing. Civilized space for pedestrians. Everything. I came here when I was 15 and never left since. My friend group, adult male early 30s, has Hispanics, Asians, African Americans, Eastern Euros, Serbian immigrants, and a few dudes from Kuwait. Waitresses are pretty hot. It's where I keep my stuff. The weirdness. Alcohol is really affordable. Your national parks are also lovely, despite being highly busy. Regional foods. Growing up American, I really thought every country had different ethnicities. I have been corrected. But I did love that. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.